Have you heard of a little thing called Twitter by chance? Oh, you have? Well, you should probably follow me over there. Link is down below in the description. Interact with me as I talk about some of my favorite movies, animes, and even hot takes on like food or something. If you don't have an account, just make one. Besides, most of your favorite celebrities probably have a Twitter account, so it's well worth making one. I've had a Twitter account for years and only have 700 followers as of right now. Besides, most of the people who follow me on Twitter, I've come to realize, don't even know I have a YouTube channel. I want to change that, so make an account and follow me on Twitter today. Link is down below in the description. Now let's get on with the video. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy, and in the last days before ReMIND, the news just keeps on coming, but this is going to be my very last news video regarding ReMIND on any information that I cannot experience for myself firsthand. Today though, I'm going to give it an exception because it's about the data greeting stuff, and it's a Nomura interview that was actually very interesting and gets me even more excited for ReMIND than I already am. It kind of gives me more faith in the bosses for ReMIND, which I wasn't necessarily worried about, but I definitely had that optimistic approach. I was hopeful the bosses would be hard and more satisfying, but I was also like, alright, well, these bosses could be easy because I do play this game a lot and I know my way around some things. We have a couple of things to talk about today. First off, I'm going to start off talking about the data greeting feature and slideshow information they gave to us today. The Japanese Kingdom Hearts Twitter account tweeted both of these short little trailers out that you can see on screen. I'm going to showcase off the data greeting feature one first, which really goes, I won't say in depth, but it goes really deep into how you can customize where the characters are. It does really seem like you can place them almost anywhere. Now, I can't read the Japanese text on screen, but it's really cool that you can be almost anywhere, well, it seems at least, in a Disney World or original world, and you can put the characters there, and Sora's even able to move around himself, it seems, and take a selfie of it. It's really interesting. It literally is like data greeting. I'm guessing they're using data versions of these characters to put them wherever they want, which is really cool and really unique. And it kind of just gives me more faith that you really are going to be able to be as creative as you want with this, which is very dangerous, but also really exciting. We also have the slideshow feature, which showed off some pictures that I'd assume people took using the data greeting mode. You can see Moogles holding ice cream, Xehanort with Meow Wow, which is extremely hilarious. You can look at all the effects and borders you can put in. It's really cool looking. They recreated some Destiny Island scenes with these as well, with Kingdom Hearts 3 versions of these characters, of course. I'm not as crazy about it as other people, but I know people are going to go crazy with this, and I'm definitely willing to try this out myself and test it out and have some fun with this. This is definitely more in-depth with a photo mode than most other video games have done recently, where photo modes seem to have been kind of a trend of sorts. For a lot of other games, usually they do the same thing base KH3 did. You get a photo mode, you can take a selfie, you can take a picture of the environment, that's about it. You don't get no slideshow feature or these data greeting features or anything. So KH3 really is going kind of above and beyond with even the photo mode, and that's really cool. Now on to the main fluff of the video, the interview. Now I do not know if I said it was Nomura's interview earlier. If I did, I'm sorry, I did not mean to say that. It's actually an interview by the co-director Taisu. These are the 7 questions of light. They did a little Q&A thing where they talk about ReMIND, and it actually has some pretty interesting information. It talks a little bit about photo mode, it talks about the free update, and it talks about the super bosses that are going to be added to ReMIND, which is really interesting. So let's start off. What's new in the version 1.07 free update? You can get the Oathkeeper and Oblivion Keyblades. They have form changes. Oathkeeper has light form and Oblivion has dark form. And there's dedicated combo action. We have also added 6 normal combo action abilities, fixed some of the cutscenes in the game, and unlocked a lot of parts of the game that were previously locked from sharing. So those 6 new combo action abilities sounds really interesting. I really hope those are brand new finishers and combo modifiers for Sora, base Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3, because I find base Sora's combos to be be extremely dry in Kingdom Hearts 3 compared to some other Kingdom Hearts games he's the main character of. So these new abilities should hopefully spice up base Sora's combat to not be on par with the Keyblade transformations, but to maybe like keep up. Why did you focus on adding a photo mode? Example, data greeting and slideshow. The gameplay video fans were uploading after release were really interesting and cool, and it moved us, so we wanted to add something to the DLC that would get everyone even more fired up. In data greeting, you can select characters and then give them poses and add effects and such and take pictures. Then you can choose images and music to add to a slideshow and easily create your own personalized videos. After we made the feature, all the members of the development staff tested it with a photo competition. All the pictures were things you'd never see in the actual game, from heartwarming ones to ones that made us go, should this even be allowed? I really think everyone will have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I think people might have too much fun with it actually, if that last statement is anything to take note of. Tell us how to best enjoy the premium menu. Also, why did you add the fast pass mode and black code mode, which will make things harder for yourself? The premium menu is a feature that lets you customize the game in various ways from the pause menu. Right after starting a new game, you can select either the fast pass code or the black code. The fast pass code includes setting like auto guard and is aimed at people who want to move through the game quickly. Auto guard? Okay. The black code has settings like HP slip, where your HP slowly decreases over time and is aimed at people who want to enjoy a harder challenge. Both codes have their own dedicated achievements, and you can play with various settings as you aim to get achievements. Some of them are curveballs. One of the fast pass mode achievements is to make it from Rapunzel's tower to Corona while touching the ground as little as possible. That's really interesting. I'm definitely gonna have a lot of fun with the fast pass code and black code mode. I'm saying those so much, it sounds so weird. I know I messed up saying fast pass mode a couple of times, but anyways, I am really interested in these because I feel like these are just right up my alley, especially the black code mode, which is the one that makes things like a lot harder on yourself. The members of the new Organization 13 appear as limit cut bosses, but are they different from the ones in the main game? Who is the hardest boss? They're completely different. I'm very glad they clarified that because I figured this, but they are completely different from what you're saying. We have changed their AI as well as their moves. They're all strong or fun in their own ways. You might need to be good at blocking or attacking or reading moves, which means different people will find different ones hard. But I think Xion and Master Xehanort are especially hard compared to the rest. They are so nerve-wracking and so satisfying to beat that your hands will still be shaking 15 minutes after you beat them. Really? That's well, my hands better be shaking then. They better be that hard. I'm super excited though. That's very reassuring. Like, cause that's not to say there aren't any hard bosses in the game, but most of the bosses in Kingdom Hearts 3, if you're on like Proud mode or below, can be pretty easy. On critical mode, you'll definitely have a challenge in a couple of instances. In a lot of instances, I'd say Monstropolis and after, you'll probably have a pretty hard time. And I'm looking forward to these super bosses because I'm really interested in seeing how they play on a level 1, on a critical mode, maybe even a Proud, but I probably won't go too much lower than critical because that's one of the things I was disappointed by maybe the most in Kingdom Hearts 3, the lack of post-game bosses. Dark Inferno, he doesn't satisfy me as the only one. I'm already tired of fighting. I've been tired of fighting him like since a couple of months after the game, but I can't wait to see what these data battles offer. And the fact that they're completely like new fights, pretty much like these aren't similar to Kingdom Hearts 2 data battles, where yes, they were upscaled heavily and had some different patterns to them, but they were still relatively the same boss, same moveset. You could beat them with relatively the same stuff. With these bosses, it seems like they're going to be just completely new enemies. They may look familiar, but they're going to be new enemies, and that's really exciting. Nomura requested a secret boss so hard it make people cry. Did you succeed? We got testers and developers who had defeated past Kingdom Hearts secret bosses do a survey and received the opinion that it was indeed hard enough to make them cry. It has a particularly high number of attack patterns the secret boss will take time to develop a strategy against, but just like the new Organization 13 members, there is a way to strategize against a character's movements. It's not impossibly hard, and in fact, if you play perfectly, you can win without taking a single single hit. That is extremely reassuring to hear, because that secret boss is definitely a boss a lot of people are looking forward to, just who the character is and how he plays. I'm expecting it to be Yozora personally, but I'll be fine with whoever else. Well, I won't say that, but I'll accept whoever else. Maybe it's Demyx revealing he's the master of masters or something. I'm gonna stop. But I want Yozora to be the secret boss. I'll take Yozora, or I'll take like any sort of foreteller. Maybe we fight Darkness as the secret boss. Darkness from Union Cross, who knows? But moving on, what else has been added in ReMIND? ReMIND is an additional scenario that complements the end of the main story and allows you to have fun with new coordinated action while playing as Kairi, Roxas, Riku, and Aqua. You can swap between English and Japanese voices only for Japan, and the orchestral concert version edition has a mode that lets you enjoy recordings of the Kingdom Hearts orchestra. I personally bought the orchestrated concert version because I just wanted to. I want to be able to have that orchestra video for myself rather than just watching it off of YouTube, even though I know most people are probably going to do that. It should be interesting. Also, I want to comment on this because I read this a little bit before I recorded this video, and it's a little worrying because maybe he's not revealing more than he was told to or something, and maybe he's sticking to only showcasing stuff or talking about stuff that was shown in trailers and recent advertisements. But him only saying Kairi, Roxas, Riku, and Aqua being playable and not mentioning anyone else or putting a other or act at the end of that is kind of worrying, because I know a lot of people did want Lee or Shion for me, Ventus, etc. to be playable in some of these segments in Keyblade Graveyard, but it seems like they might not be, if this sentence is any indication, because Kairi, Roxas, Riku, and Aqua are the only four we saw like fully playable, like in a solo fight, or not really solo fight, but in a like Keyblade Graveyard fight by themselves. So that's a little worrying for the other characters and people who wanted those other characters to be playable, but I might be overthinking things. Lastly, a message for the fans: the DLC expands on everything: battle, story, gameplay, allowing you to enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3 on an even deeper level. For those who are looking forward to the story and playing as new characters, there's ReMIND. For those who like being creative, there is Data Greeting and Slideshow. For those who want challenging battles, there is the new Organization 13 Limit Cut. For those who want to experience gorgeous music and visuals, there is the orchestra recordings. We have prepared a wide range of content to suit all sorts of taste, so please play it and see. And I definitely will. Some people will be playing it, well, a little bit after midnight tonight for me, because it releases in different places or at different times in different time zones, which is a little annoying. I still have to figure out how I'm going to avoid certain spoilers on stream, but I will still be streaming it, though I am kind of scared for my emotional well-being. Anyways, though, that's going to about do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for coming out and showing all of that love and support. We reached 10,000 subscribers just like a day and a half ago, and we're already at 10,200, and that is kind of mind-boggling to me. You guys have shown a crazy, insane, so much support on this channel over the past year, just this month, this past week, really. It's so humbling to have a community as great as you guys. I will be streaming ReMIND as soon as it comes out, so tomorrow at midnight for me. I should be live about 30 minutes to an hour before the stream. We'll have a fun little pre-stream event, and then we'll get on with the DLC. Maybe I might stream the Oathkeeper and Oblivion stuff tonight if it releases, because they did say that free update was releasing before ReMIND. But for now, though, for today, this is going to be the last news video for Kingdom Hearts 3 regarding Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMIND. I do have another video planned for you guys tomorrow. It's a little bit of a more special video that I hope you guys kind of enjoy, that puts some things into perspective. But until then, though, my name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.
Wanna put you in